Yo, come one, come all, nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what we do, what we don't, what we is, what we isn't, and what we is here today bring you guys and girls. Chapters 265 and 266 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, I have just been informed that this series is ending in 5 chapters. So I haven't been here for a long time, but I've been here for a good time, right? We're going to be doing the final countdown until the end of Jujutsu Kaisen. So, without further ado, we're getting into the greatness, right? We're picking up here. It's Itadori's domain expansion. Itadori expands his domain. Just what is this place? The name of the chapter is That Day. Let's get into it. I've experienced this before. The rare phenomenon of connecting with a sorcerer during the height of battle. I thought it was a side effect of some sort of curse due to... a side effect of some sort due to cursed energy being born from humans. Right, I read that wrong then. Yet this is something different. What is this? Your domain? Shut it. I did this a little frantically. I don't really get it either. I wanted some time to talk to you. Just indulge me for a sec. Is this man getting Talk No Jutsu? Is Itadori's big final power-up the Talk No Jutsu? Oh, check it out. The Demon's Sword Dance statue. Wouldn't know it. Don't worry, no one besides the locals would. What do we have? Yeah, just as well. Just because we're on limited time here. A little bit of Toto appreciation. Ooh. I was raised here until I was 6, maybe 7, and then moved to Sendai. I was born there, but when we moved back for Gramps' work, I came back here for the first time in like 10 years for a funeral friend of my grandpa's. I wouldn't say it was a ghost town, but it did surprise me how empty the place felt. Actually, I guess I wasn't surprised. If I'm being honest, I kind of expected it. It didn't really shake me. I wondered if that guy would have come to my grandpa's funeral if he had died first. This is the park I hung out most often. Yeah, I swear if we also get a swing set scene, part of me is going to be a little bit like shook, but like, you know, like a nasty comedy sort of way. There's pretty much no play equipment left, but I thought I was going to die once after stubbing my toe on the swing set, so I'm not too mad about it. Wonder if I can drink this. One time I used this fountain to try and rinse off some slime I dropped in the sandbox, but the whole thing went down the drain. I was bawling. A morning glory. That's a hydrangea, you moron. Yeah, I know. A careless mistake. A ton of these blooms here. Huh? I really only noticed it after I moved away. I wonder who's in charge of deciding the foliage of each town. Wait, you're into flowers? It's just from Fushigo Megami's memories. Are they bonding? Oh yeah, sure. Wait, wouldn't that mean you know all about this place from my memories when you were in my body? I didn't waste my time reading through each piece of meaningless drivel. Right. This park was pretty far from my house, but you can catch crayfish here. Try it out. Unless the strongest sorcerer in history can't catch some crayfish. Silence. Yours is practically microscopic. Check it out. You got an American crayfish. Japanese ones are way more rare. What is that? You heard me. Oh, what was that? You heard me. No, I'm sorry. I'm enjoying this characterization, but it just feels so disjointed in a weird way. But I think that's kind of the point. This is a department store that opened when I was 5. Thanks to this thing, all the mum and pop shops vanished. I got kind of quiet with all the small businesses closing down, but they opened a movie theater upstairs, so I considered it even. It's a pretty grey place, but don't worry. There's a lot more green once you leave the town a bit. I'm not exactly holding my breath for anything here. See? Green as far as the eye can see. I used to catch grasshoppers in this rice. Oh, in the rice fields here. Till the cage was about to burst. Haven't seen many of them lately though. Maybe pesticides got way stronger. Is this going anywhere? Just hold on. I still have some places I want to go. Wowza! Horses are so awesome. No matter how many times I see them, their heads are bigger than I remember. My grandpa took me to this farm every so often. I guess now that I think about it, he did a lot of parenting in my mum and dad's place. The soft serve here is killer. I spent my whole allowance on it that day, but then I ate too much and threw up. So you were born stupid. Ooh, let's do some archery. Oh, damn. Yo, SAKUNA being a perfect bullseye kind of archer is actually impressive. Something about playing with you isn't really enticing me. Isn't it obvious? I'd be more accustomed to this than you. Oh right, I forgot you're from the era of actual archery. You'd see snow sculptures after snow sculpture lined up here during our show and festival in the winter. I wonder if they still do that now. It's the same in Sendai, but it never really snows there. I always loved drinking sweet milk tea after my hands went numb from snow shoveling in the morning. My grandpa always looked stunned by it. Huh? That stuff will just make your mouth sticky. Once it got closer to Christmas, I would hear bells at night. That always made me think Santa really did exist. I only realised way later that it was just the snow chains on car tyres. Alright, I've had enough. Okay, I think I showed you pretty much everything I wanted to. Your blathering is disgusting. Say what you want to say. You know, up until recently, I thought I should simply live to fulfill my role as I understood it. I thought if I died like that, I could at least consider it a proper death. But now I feel like that's not entirely right. Walking the dog, raising a family, any sort of role like that is just fine. Even if you don't have anything like that, as long as you can eat, shit and sleep, even if you're stuck in bed, even if you spent your life with no connections and nothing remains of you. More than memories made in one's image. It's within the little tiny fragments that remain drifting off where the value of life lies. It never had anything to do with the way people die. I just couldn't ever forgive those who acted as if that value didn't exist. SAKUNA, I loathe you. Humans aren't tools. We aren't born with any set role. Which is to say, I don't know. I don't know whether humans are fundamentally good or evil, and it looks like there's some symbology there of Yuji wanting to cut the threads of fate that tie him and SAKUNA together. I could very well be doing the wrong thing here. So I thought I should at least let you see the humanity of someone other than yourself, of someone you see no value in. I don't feel a thing. I understand everything you're saying, Brat, and yet it stirs no emotion within me. Just as you felt when you saw how quiet this town became, you had expected it. I feel absolutely nothing. No dice are figured. Suffice to say, I'm dumbfounded by your cowardice. Your rage towards me, your hatred, is this all it amounted to? And his eyes open up a bit more. Wait, you couldn't possibly be. Are you pitying me? Is this your way of showing compassion? If this is how SAKUNA dies, this was like a pity moment to be like, I just wanted to see if this was the only way to end you. Like if ending you was the only choice. If you could have been talked off the ledge. That is actually really good. I like that. Exactly. SAKUNA, I can kill you. Release Fushiguro. Return to my body, and I'll spare your life. Such a gravely severe misconception. I won't stop at simply mincing you to bits, brat. Right in front of your eyes, I'll slaughter each and every human being you claim to be on oh so valuable. The refusal burning red with fury. Okay, chapter 266, and this is up to date. That's enough. Itadori's all ears inside Fushiguro's soul. I wanted to create a world where Tsumiki wouldn't have to suffer needlessly. Chapter 266, the decisive battle in the uninhabited, demon-infested Shinjuku. Or at the very least, I wanted to preserve our fragile life as much as I possibly could. Eating some cooked meals, watching sunbeams fall onto our hanged laundry, seeing her off as she walked beside someone like you, Itadori. That would have been true happiness to me. But I've had enough. Early on, when my grandpa first got sick with lung cancer, he was offered a rough treatment that wouldn't come with some strong side effects. He turned it down. Maybe he thought his body was strong enough even without treatment. Every so often I'd hear about euthanasia, but that didn't seem right. It felt like someone else's choice. Deep down, I'd always felt distant, unrelated. I figured it must suck for them, but I would be fine. Ever since coming to Jujutsu High, I've been flooded with all these awful thoughts. And when I think about when I think about this lasting forever, I find myself able to empathize with Grandpa, or with anyone, faced with a helpless situation. That's why I can't let you keep living. Hollow wicker basket. So this is the final showdown. I'd use Gojo Satoru's method to reset a burnt out technique within a domain, but the risk is too great with the after effects of Unlimited Void persisting. However, in contrast to a domain, where one actualizes a mental image, the output required for techniques like Hollow Wicker Basket or Simple Domain is little. It allows a sorcerer to buy time until the sure hit technique imbued within a domain hits them, but eventually, without fail, they will be overpowered. However, SAKUNA is able to supplement that output by maintaining the hand sign even after Hollow Wicker Basket's activation. This allows him to continue fighting without being overpowered within a domain. So if you break that hand sign, that's a good way to, get an advantage here. So they jump, comes in with a right hook, he gets caught, and then he gets his thigh broken through with an elbow. Yuji wraps on him. You get the twin left hand smack Yuji off to the side, and as he's scraping, he's getting cut through. SAKUNA comes down with a heavy right hook, but only with one arm. The other arm obviously still making the hand signs, but I can't see where his second set of arms have gone. They might just be off panel there. Can't quite see it, because they're in the next panel there, holding the sign still. Gets smacked down, goes flying. Color me surprised. Who would have figured being looked down on would fill me with such ire? That being pitied would arouse such hate? What fun it will be for every other human to reap the consequences of your actions. What's with the face? It's just... it'll be so lonely without you, Fushiguro. Is he just gonna... Oh! My 10 Shadows technique stopped functioning after Maharaga was destroyed. This has to be Fushiguro Megami's. His soul was submerged in the bath, and yet the brats dismantled, breathed new life into it. And he gets sent packing, gets hit with a mad flurry, comes in, they grab each other's face, and just pummel. They pummel each other. His strikes have an effect I can't overcome with reverse curse technique. He'll take Hollow Wicker Basket and shatter it. And Yuji's Piccolo arm breaks away. Sakuna's technique recovered. That's Gojo Sensei's. He reset his burnt out technique. Domain expansion. Oh, and Yuji's missing 2 fingers. Coming in, but still holding 10 toes down. Chapter 266 ends. What does this finger mean? Next week, the decisive battle in Shinjuku reaches its climax. WSJ cover and center color spread. Wait, that's one last finger. That's one of the fingers. Ooh, wait. Okay. This is good. Alright. This was chapters 265 and 266 of JJK. I'm going to be going live later today over on TikTok, sharing my thoughts on this, talking about it, this, that, and the other. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do. You know what is appreciated. You know what is expected at this point in time. Subscribe to the channel. Help us hit our goal of 333 subscribers. Give the video a thumbs up. Hit the bell icon for more notifications for content like this. And if you haven't, check out the link tree in the description down below. It'll take you to things like my Twitter, where I post versus content and thoughts, this, that, and the other. It'll take you to my Twitch, where I do gameplay content, and there's a JJK game dropping out if that's what you're into. It'll take you to my Discord, where you can join and talk anything anime and manga related, and it'll take you to my TikTok, where I go live talking all sorts of anime and manga related stuff. But if you want to join in the greatness that is JJK, and you want to keep the fun of this series going, that's where you can do it. That being said, until the next chapter of JJK, or until the next video of mine you watch, whatever it is you're here for, thank you guys and girls for coming through. Couldn't do it without you. Nothing but love. Nothing but respect. Have a damn good day. And don't let the domain expansions run out. Peace.